So you guys saw the title and you guys can see the happiness on my face, and I have been smiling like this for the past 3 days because this is a huge step and a huge achievement for me personally in my trading career. Not only PNL wise, but you guys will realize after watching this video that it took me a long time and to prepare myself emotionally and mentally to score this really good trade. I poured my blood, sweat and tears into this trading for this to work out for the past 3 years, and finally it's paying off and the opportunities are unlimited in the stock market, and that was the main reason why I started trading at the first place. Let's now jump onto the trade, and this was my best trade in my whole trading career. On this trade, I made $25,000 within the first 10 minutes of market open. Not only PNL wise, but my preparation for the trade, my entries, my exits, my mindset, my trade idea, my psychology, everything was on point on this trade. That's why this trade deserves a video. If you guys have been following my trading journey for a while, you guys know that I am a scalper. So I usually get out with catching $4 to $5 move on a stock like Tesla usually. Or maybe I should say I was a scalper, but I have been changing my mentality. I like to hold on to my winners when I see a really good opportunity on daily chart or higher time frames, and these are the setups I call A+ setups. In 2020, I was purely a scalper. I used to catch $1 or $2 move for 1 to 2 minutes or maybe a few seconds and get out of that trade. In 2021, I have been changing my strategy. I would still say 80% of my trades are scalping trades. I take the quick move and I get out of the trade, but 20% of the trades that are looking really good on higher time frames, I have been changing my strategy, I have been changing my mindset, I have been working on myself every single day to improve my trading and hold on to those 20% of the trades in a year that can give a huge boost to my equity curve towards the upside. I have been sharing my trading journey for the past 3 years since I started trading on Instagram, so you guys can go and give me a follow and go through my feed on Instagram and see how I started making $20, then $50, then I had my first 3-figure day, then 4-figure day, then finally I was able to score my first 5-figure day in 2020 itself. Personally, I get a lot of messages that my Instagram feed is a huge inspiration for a lot of other traders out there. So go and give me a follow and go through my feed on Instagram. In this video, I will break down the technicals and why I took this trade. Then how did I mentally prepare for this trade, because it's not easy for a scalper to hold Tesla for $40, $50 move in my favor. I will also break down how did I mentally prepare over the weekend to catch this awesome trade. And finally, at the end of the video, I will show you guys my trade recap and the PNL for the day. The stock I made $25,000 on is Tesla, no surprises here, and this was straight from the daily game plan that I post every single market open day on our Discord group. If you guys want to be part of our Discord group, the link will be in the description box below. Let's now break down the technicals of Tesla. I took this trade on 6th of December, that was a Monday. The day after 3rd of December, that was a Friday. So we have to discuss about what happened on Friday for me to score a really good trade on Monday. If you guys have seen my previous video, I made $8,000 on Friday and I was able to catch this move towards the downside. That video will be linked at the end of this video. If you guys have been watching my video for the past few weeks, I have been talking about this triangle since I started making this triangle. On Friday, it finally broke out of this triangle towards the downside with the overall market selling off and had increase in volume. That's why on Monday, the next day, the next market open day, because this was on a Friday, I was looking to trade it for the break of $1,000 towards the downside. The next level we have is around $980, which is the low of this day. The last time Tesla broke under $1,000 level. And if we break 980 around 978 region, we might even test 950 and we might even fill the gap towards the downside, which is from $944 to $909. We just broke down the technicals of Tesla. Let's now take a look. How did I mentally prepare for this trade? Because as you guys know, this trade was on a Monday. So over the weekend, I looked at the historical price action of Tesla. I saw that when Tesla gets the volume, how does it move, how the stock looks on the 5-minute chart and the 15-minute chart, because as I said earlier in the video, as a scalper, sometimes you're too focused on the 1-minute chart that you forget to look at the bigger picture. On the bigger picture, if we lose $1,000 towards the downside and if we break 980 as well towards the downside, because that was approximately the low of the day the last time Tesla broke 1,000 towards the downside, we might see a lot of stop losses get triggered. We might see a lot of long people who are taking it long and people who chased it get stopped out on this trade, and we could see a huge selling pressure on this stock. That's why it's very important to do your homework if you want to make money from the market. Even though I watched Tesla every single market open day for the past 2-3 years, it's good to go back and see when Tesla gets the volume, when Tesla gets the attention, and when we see a lot of stop losses get triggered, how does it move on a 5 minutes and 15 minutes chart. And for the mental preparation, I had to put myself in an imaginary situation where Tesla was cleanly selling off towards the downside and I was holding on to my trades. This is really good because sometimes when you are in the heat of the moment, you just take your entries and exits without thinking or without giving it a second thought. But sometimes after the market is closed, just put yourself in an imaginary situation. Imagine that the stock is moving $40, $50, $20, maybe 100% in your favor if you are trading options and you are holding that trade. When you do that in your head, you will be able to do the same thing when the market is actually open. And also to keep in mind, I posted my PNL recently for the month of November. That video will be linked at the end of this video. And December has also been going good for me, so I have the confidence and I have the cushion for the year to take big size and to hold on to my winner, because even if the trade goes against me, even if I lose $5,000 to $10,000, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I will still be able to end the month nicely green. And before we jump on to my trade recap, pause this video, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification because it helps out the channel a lot. Every single like counts and it helps out the channel to reach new traders out there. Finally, here's the recap of my trade on Tesla. Unfortunately, I forgot to turn on the recording at the market open, and then after a while the Discord members reminded me to turn on the recording, but it was too late by then. But I still have a recording of this Tesla trade after I exited that trade, so I will break down the entries and exits on this chart. Before I break down my entry on Tesla, it's very important to take a look at the chart of QQQ, that is the overall tech sector, and what Qs were doing within the first 2 minutes of the market open on 6th of December, because this had a major role to play in the entry I took on Tesla. So Qs on 6th of December, this is 9:30 a.m. that is this candle, and this level that you have marked here is 2 days ago low. What happened right at the market open? We saw a huge volume on QQQ. It pushed towards the upside. It failed to hold that level. It failed to even break that level. And then we saw a clean sell-off on the tech sector. During this time, Tesla was also holding around $1,000 to $1,002 level. My plan was that if Qs reject this level, if they fail to hold above this level, we might see a lot of stop losses get triggered on Tesla as well, because right at the market open, Tesla was holding around $1,000 to $1,002 level. Now, if the tech sector sells off, we might see a sell-off on Tesla stock as well, and a lot of stop losses getting triggered. Coming back to my recap on Tesla, you guys can see within the first 1 minute of market open, right at 9:30 a.m., Tesla found support at the VWAP. It was trying to break towards the upside. The high of the day was around $1,003 level, but it failed to break towards the upside. The tape was very weak, because when buyers were trying to hold it above $1,000 level, every time it goes to $1,003, we see a lot of sellers stepping up and Tesla was pushing down to $1,000. On the second minute of market open, that is 9:31 a.m., when QQQ was also rejecting, as I just discussed, I took 20 contracts on Tesla just before the break of 1,000. So I think Tesla was around $999 or $1,000 level when I took this trade. I was trading 980 puts, same week expiry contracts, and my fill price was 36.55. So as I broke down earlier in the video, I'm increasing my size on this trade. This is approximately around $75,000 worth of position. Usually, if I am not liking a setup on higher time frames, I go in with $15,000 to $20,000 of position. So this is comparatively big size. And if you guys are new to options, if you are buying puts, you are betting that the stock will go down and you will make money when the stock goes down. If you are buying calls, that means you guys will make money when the stock goes up, in simple and basic terms. Obviously, there are a lot of other factors in trading options, but that is a topic for a different video. And as I discussed earlier in the video, my plan on this trade is to hold on to my winner. Usually I take 50 or 75% of my position out on the first post down. On this trade, my plan was to only take 25% of my position out. That means 5 contracts on the first post down. I will hold on to my 15 contracts to get a bigger move towards the downside. So that just makes me a lot more confident to hold on to my winner, because even if the stock goes against me and if I take 5 contracts out, I can exit the 15 contracts at break even, and overall this trade is not going to be a red trade. And as per my plan, my entry was right here around $999,000 level in the first 2 minutes of market open. On the third minute, I took 5 contracts out at a fill price of 40.74, that is 9:32 a.m. And as per my plan, I exited 25% of my position out. I did my homework over the weekend, and that made me a lot more confident to hold on to my winner. After exiting 5 contracts, we had a small flag pattern, but the volume was not that high on the green candle, so no reason to be concerned here. On the next post down, I kept taking my profits all the way to the bottom to my ultimate profit target, that was $950 level. When Tesla broke the pre-market low, I did not take my partials here because I was expecting a big move towards the downside and the tape was very weak. I could see the panic selling on the tape. I could see a lot of stop losses getting triggered on the tape. There was a big panic selling, all the red going through on the time and sales, so no reason for me to exit. At the break of 970, I covered another 5 contracts at a fill price of 49.40, and on the next few minutes I kept taking my profits right here at a fill price of 51.84, 50.90, 53.09. I was just left with 2 last contracts which I exited at the push on this candle because my profit target was 950. After making a $50 move within the first 10 minutes of market open, I was expecting a huge pullback on Tesla. That's why I just got out of my position, making $24,000 within the first 10 minutes of market open. And if you look at the percentage wise, that was a return of 33% of my investment in only 10 minutes of market open, which is an awesome trade. And you guys also know that my stop loss was around $5,000 to $7,000 on this trade. So you have to risk more money in order to make more money. It's not like I'm risking $1,000 to make $25,000. This is not a lotto play. I had a strategy behind this trade. I had my stop loss on this trade and I was able to execute properly as per my plan on this trade. So this was a detailed breakdown of my best trade up until now, because I'm pretty sure this is only gonna go up from here. I don't know when it's gonna happen because my first 5-figure day was in 2020. That was around $11,000 to now making $25,000 within the first 10 minutes of market open. It's been an amazing journey. There are no limitations in this market. There are plenty of opportunities, but it's not easy. It takes a lot of time. I know how many sleepless nights I have had to make this work and to scale it to this level. Before you go, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up because I broke down the technical analysis, how did I mentally prepare for this trade, my executions, my entries, exits, and the PNL on this trade. So this video I think deserves a like. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification because I'm releasing 2 to 3 new videos on day trading every single week. And as I already mentioned, to see the behind the scenes of a trader and to look at my trading journey, follow me on Instagram. The link will be in the description box below. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys in the next video.